Tony Harnell, here he is, the one and only. You couldn't listen anymore.
Well, I called it before, but you had a little bit of an interesting thing going on there. So,
Too funny.
Once I heard excrement, I went, I'm out.
Oh,
What's
boy,
happening, babe?
Oh, Tony. You know what? I got to say this, and I've never said this to you before. I just want to say, you know what? Like, when we first had you on the show many years ago, I totally credit you and your interview, the very first interview you did with us, as truly the thing that opened the door for this show, because you took like an hour, and we had such a fun interview, and it was just you let me like truly do my first interview where I got to really talk and ask questions, and you answered, and you hung out, and it just formed a great friendship and relationship over the years, and I can never thank you enough.
Oh man, thank you. I had no idea, so I'm honored to have been a part of that. That's great. Well, you're a great guy, so you deserve it.
Well, thank you, Tony. So are you. You've been a fun part of the show over the years, and it's still, it's still hard for me to believe, because I still picture you at the Tower Theater, and I'm like, damn, I know that guy now.
Yeah, that was a lifetime ago. Funny. Great. A lot of fun. It was fun. It was actually really fun to play there because of my history in the Philadelphia club circuit, which is where I cut my teeth. So it was and saw a couple of great concerts there. So it was very cool to be able to play there for sure.
That's awesome. Speaking of awesome,
sorry I'm not drunk or anything, because the guy before me was, I can't compete. So I'm pretty mellow tonight.
Well, the new song you released the other day is not mellow. It floored me. I was like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, the rest of the album is not like that, but the label thought it would be a great first single, and I think it's perfect because it's really getting people's attention. It's just a very simple, pedal to the metal, literally, short and sweet, fast, heavy song. And I don't think people have heard me do this kind of thing for a long time, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was totally shocked. Like, when I heard, as soon as I saw, I was like, all right, you kept putting the post out, 9 a.m. I'm like, here we go. And I was like, I remember I'm like standing there and I'm listening on my phone. I'm like, oh my Lord. Like, I was floored. I was like, yes, Tony, yes. I was so excited.
I think that's why it was a good choice. Because, if it's a lot of the other songs are just really well written, melodic, hard rock / metal, and a little bit proggy, a little bit even a little gothy at times, with some of the moody kind of stuff. And I think for a first song, and it's been a really long time, I think this was an effective thing. It's like I said, it's a simple, pure, honest metal song, and I think putting out a song that would be more thoughtful is a good idea for the second single, because now people are like, okay, you have our attention, hopefully from this first track, we got people's attention, and now they'll maybe sit back and just listen to something. I think putting out something first that would have been a little more, that required more, time to listen and absorb, it is maybe a little difficult after being away for so long. So it's nice to just kind of slam people over the head and then say, okay, now here's the nice song for you to, maybe fall in love with and absorb, and has a little more color and texture and meaning and so forth. Not that this one doesn't have a lot of meaning, because it certainly has the lyrics have quite a lot of meaning. So.
Now, are you guys doing a video for Pure Evil, or you do a video?
For the second track, I'm actually working on that now, in the midst of everything else I'm doing. But yes.
Nice. And the album comes out in January 25th, I think it was.
January 25th. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's my first. It's exciting for me because although it's not a solo album, and it's we do hope to eventually get this get some live shows going with this band. I'll call it a band. We haven't played live yet, but I hope we will. But I'm excited because it was an interesting record to do, and it reflects a lot of a lot of things and a lot of experiences that I was experiencing at the time I was writing the songs. And I think that I'm just excited I have new music out because I've been mostly touring the last 5-6 years. So it's nice to just get some original music out there. And I hope not to have such a big gap between records, and I won't for a while because I actually just finished another one, but we won't talk about that yet. We'll talk about that when the time comes. But yeah, I'm excited.
Very cool. Yeah, I
know
hope you guys.
I know I don't sound excited, but I actually.
Well, you know what we got to do, like for before the album comes out in January, we got to have you back on, and we can do a nice long sit down and catch up.
Yeah, that'd be perfect, man. Hey, congratulations, 300 shows. Wow. So, what was your first show? How long ago was that?
It was 6 years ago, and actually, like we didn't even start like with having guests on until like maybe about the 15th show, and then we started having a guest here and a guest there, and we had. I'd have to look up and see when we had you on, but I just remember, and I've said this to myself for years. I've said this to Nick. Like the first time we had you on was like the one that really I felt opened the door for us, and was like the one that really made me go like, all right, like this is the direction we got to go with more interviews and stuff like that. And I just remember that interview being the one to really open things up.
Well, thank you.
Number
I appreciate
32.
It.
Episode 30. It was episode 32.
32. Wow. And you've been doing so to get to 300. I guess you haven't been doing one. What do you do? One a month or?
But one a week.
Wow. Okay.
One live show a week, yeah. And then we do some taped ones too. We do one live show a week.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So my buddies I see are playing next year. A bunch of friends of mine, the band Heaven's Edge and
of course.
and Skeleton Crew is made up of some guys that I played with back in 1980, 81 and 82 down in that circuit, the South Jersey, Philadelphia circuit.
Nice.
Mike Regina, Mike Regina, we used to call him Rug. Yeah.
Yep. Mike Regina, White Fox.
Yeah, he's a dear old friend, and I think he's playing. It's just so cool to see that. I wish I could. I'm going to try to actually make that if I can, and maybe even bug them. They were asking me if I wanted to sing, but I said no. But I might actually bug them to get up and do that because it sounds like a blast.
Well, I'm going to throw this out there. I keep toying with this idea in my head. Me and my co.
Where'd you go? You're gone. Where'd you go?
Oh, Bay, I think you got cut off there, buddy.
There you go. Now you're back.
Oh.
Did I get cut off? He got.
Yeah, it sounds like he got cut off, but he'll call right back in. I think what he was going to tell you about, though, is that we've been throwing around this idea for, like, a live music thing where it's kind of like a big anniversary party. It's also Bay's birthday. Are you back, Bay? Oof. I bet you his computer probably crashed. He was having problems with it earlier. But yeah,
man, okay.
He was talking about doing something real big with, bringing food trucks in and making it, sort of an event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sure he'll talk to you more about it. Yeah.
Yeah. He could even start a festival. I mean, it's definitely a big undertaking, but there really isn't one, down in that area.
No, and he could do it, man. If he just put his mind to it, and it could be awesome.
I'm telling you, if that hack could do that Rockin' Skull thing, that and yeah, I mean, was that on the air? Oh shit! Oh man.
Yeah, it's on the air.
Was that on the air? Oh, that's terrible. Actually, I wasn't talking about. Well, anyway, it was actually. Thanks a lot, Bay. It was actually you and your computer. It was actually sold, I think, over to people who are really doing a great thing. So anyhow, I didn't say anything. That was somebody else. We were talking about that. He filled me in on you wanting to do a big rock show, and I think you should do a festival down in that area because there isn't one. You should do a yearly, totally driven whatever festival down there.
That's the plan in my head. It's just a matter of finding the right spot to do it.
The right spot and the right bands to kick it off.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, if you need help, reach out.
I will be.
Okay.
Cool. Tony, again, thank you so much for everything over the years. And I do consider you a friend, and much respect and love to you. And
likewise, brother. Congratulations, man. 300, that's awesome. And 3,000 more. I wish you the best, and love to see you just continue to grow and do better and better. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tone. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.
All right, there he goes, the one and only Mr. Tony Harnell. Check out his new tune, just came out this past Friday from his band Starbreaker. The song is called Pure Evil, and it truly is pure evil.